are going really weird and really slow. Oy vey. Heidi ho, everybody, and happy Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. You got Grammy Mary here, and I'm sitting here in my rocket chair, and the damn thing is, wow. I don't know what the heck is going on, but something is fruity tooty. Oh well. So long as things still broadcast, I guess it's all okay, right? Right. Oh, this has been a day, and it most definitely has been a Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. Oy, 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 oy. Hello, Rascal. You gonna come help? Let's see. Yeah, I've had a couple of friends post over on Facebook that they have lost loved ones today, and it's like, oh, holy crap, that is not cool. Not cool. So I'm sending out loving vibes to you guys. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. It happens to us all, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Let me see. Over on Fakey Book, I believe I have the lovely Mary B over there, as well as, let's see, who else? Mark is also over here. Hey there, Mark. How you doing this evening? And the lovely Catherine is also chiming in, my dear sweet sister from over there in Ireland. I hope everything is going well for you, sweetie. Let's go see what's going on over on that Freedoms Network. And yeah, if you hear trucks go by, yeah, it's 'cause harvest. We got corn and Milo trucks going by like crazy all of a sudden. Yikes. Let's see, over here on that effing site, I see Grimner is over here, as well as Rose Bandit and Late In and myself and Rob Works and the lovely Mary B. So hey there, hi there, ho there. How are you guys doing over here this evening? I hope you're doing just absolutely splendiferous. And if you're not on Freedom's Network, you really need to be there. You know, that's Bo Diddy and Grimmy's site, and it really is a pretty cool place to be. All kinds of really interesting things going on over there. And one of the things was Laddie had shared a video over there in the shout box about a woman being hit by a car and supposedly seeing her soul disappear or come out of her body, which it was rather interesting, rather weird. I could have done without actually seeing the impact, but hey, you know, I mean, closed caption and all that other fun stuff, and ouch, it looked very, very painful. Very painful. Let's see. Rechannel the gas ports. Okay. Oh, it sounds fine to you guys? Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad everything sounded fine to you guys. Yeah, I am blasting off. So over here in the RLM, which is where you need to be if you want to give me shit. Or see other people give me shit. Right there up top is the man of the hour, the missionary man, Asmo. He's always up there. Always, always, unless, I don't know. I can't say always. There's been a couple of times he's done that too. He's been down lower in the name list, but yeah, I think it's because Barman went, all right, butt munch, you did not pay me. Okay, and closely following behind Asmo, yeah, is Barman. Holy crap. Okay, maybe I need to go, okay, that didn't help. Whee! Barman, hey there, dude, how you doing? Thank you ever so much for tweeting and for sharing all over the place. I truly do appreciate it, sweetheart. I will give you a cybernetic hug on Tuesday for a hamburger today. I also see the lovely Beth A is here. Hey there, Beth. How are you doing? Hope everything is going absolutely wonderful in your world. And looky there. Oh, thanks, Vinny, for the shit. I feel much better now. Oh, okay. Next in line, Cowboy Tech. I hope you're hearing pleasant voices, darling. And then closely following behind him is Grimner, who is the RLM God. And that's not God, that's GAWD, because that is truly the one that you need to be concerned about. Because if that one goes, oh God, all over you, you're in trouble. Just saying. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here. Hey there, woman. How are you doing today? I saw that you were on a little bit early today. That's okay. That's cool. Kind of nice to see you show up a little bit early. Ah, who is a liar, 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 pants on fire? My pants aren't on fire. I'm not wearing hot pants. Ha ha ha. Moving along. Hi there, Kate. How are you doing, sweetheart? How's the weather down in Texas? Did you guys get to keep your panhandle? 'Cause holy shit. Holy shit. Monday, was it? Yeah, Monday. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We had not hurricane force winds, but by golly. Yeah, 50 plus mile-an-hour gusts out here. I was really, and my house, inside my house, still smells like dust. You know, and I wiped down stuff, and it still smells like dust in here. So I'm hoping for an evening where I can have all the windows and all the doors opened up and not have the wind blowing 90 to nothing and do another wipe down, because frickin' Oklahoma and Texas panhandles are gone. They both went up to visit Nebraska for some silly reason, and I think today they're heading back. I'm not real sure. God dang it. In any case, I also see Trust No One is here. How are you doing, sweetie? You know, you really do need to talk to someone about your trust issues. Just saying. I also see Chalcedony is here. How are you doing, sweetheart? I hope you had an absolutely awesome birthday the other day. And looky there, the lovely Chloe is here, as well as Chloe. So double dipping a Chloe going on here. That's just absolutely awesome sauce. Also got some double dipping going on with IB Don C, because IB Don C is here as well as IB Don C Work. So hey there. Excuse me. And you know what? I don't have my allergy stuff to huff because once again, I had a coworker that was having sinus issues due to harvest and the wind. And so I gave her the batch that I had mixed up. So I'm going to have to make up another batch tonight. Damn it all. Son of a gun. I need to make sure I have like a couple of batches of that mixed up. Actually, I need to just make up little bitty small batches to give away and quit giving away my big batches. That's what I really need to do. Am I gonna? Probably not. I'll probably just make up one big batch again. Oh well. I also see Juana Taco is here, which, honey, that does sound absolutely wonderful. But I still have some leftover chicken and noodles, so I'm probably going to have that as soon as I get done on the radio tonight. Looky there, Meisterbrower is here. Party, dude. How's it going in your world? I hope it's going quite well. And P. Bunyan is here, and I saw you were quite chatty earlier in the chat, darling. Looks like you and Meisterbrower were both pretty darn chitty chatty up there. I was going to try and catch up with it, and then I went, no. Way too much for my old brain to try and get figured in. Also see Rob Works is here. Where's that bubbler, honey? I could sure use a little bit of moisture in the air. Oh, wrong kind of bubbler. Never mind. I could probably use that as well. Vinny is here. Hey there, Vinny. Vinny is sharing videos right and left because that's what Vinny does. He likes to go forth and propagate and put forth and share videos. Video, and all kinds of links and all that fun stuff because that's what Vinny does. Atomic Punk is here. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing? As well as Clank which is a wonderful Halloweenish sound. And speaking of Halloweenish sounds, Demon Atrax just showed up in the room. Hey there, sweetheart. How you doing this evening? And Dimma is here as well, followed closely by etc. I just love saying that, etc. I'm here, kinda, sorta. I'm not real sure. I apparently am having all kinds of problems. Oh, thank you ever so much, Rob, for firing up that bubbler. Bless your heart. Oh, crap. Soon as I get, you know what? Soon as I get done, I'm going to have to wipe shit down again. This stuff of breathing in dust. Ah. Okay. Grendel is here. Hey there, Grendel. How's things with you? And looky there, Java Doctor 2 is here as well. And yeah, I didn't get to have my morning coffee until I got to work this morning because I had an appointment with the vampire this morning. My doctor had ordered blood work because, well, she's wanting to keep an eye on thyroid levels and cholesterol levels and all this other fun stuff. And I thought, you know what? I haven't taken any meds of any of that stuff for like over 2 months now. And the main reason I'm went through with the blood work and all that other fun stuff is because I really want to see how well my natural supplements and dietary changes and my oils are doing, because if they are all doing just as splendiferously as I think they are, I can say bye-bye to any kind of prescription meds, which I'm only on the thyroid anyway, but I don't want to take any of that shit. So, oh, okay. In any case, so yeah, I went and got Vampire today, and she was the little gal who used to be in Denver, but now she's here in the boonies. God only knows what brought her here. She said that they don't actually test the blood; they make a serum out of it, and that's what they test. And she said that she may have to take 4 tubes from me, and I'm going, really? Seriously? What if I need that? And how come you're charging me so much for taking my stuff? This is bullshit. What the hell? But yeah, she took 4 tubes. So that could be why I'm lightheaded. No. I'm like this all the time. Oh well. But I am a little low on fluid today. So we'll just kind of put that, yeah. Alrighty. In any case, Java, I could have really used that coffee this morning, but I couldn't have it because it was a fasting lab, and yeah. Nothing to eat or drink except for water after 8 o'clock last night. And you know how much that sucks? That really sucks. In any case, moving along, Kazoo is here. I need to find my kazoo, so the next time I come on the radio, I can play my kazoo for that one. And I also see the lovely Mary B from Down Under. How's your weather doing, sweetheart? We're getting ready to head into the winter months, so I hope things are starting to warm up in your neck of the woods, seeing as how you're on the bottom half of the world. So since we call you the bottom half, do you call us the bottom half, or do you call us the upper half? I always wondered how that shit worked. You can get back with me on that. Nelson Dubois is here as well. And looky there, we got pond sauce in the room too. And I really don't want to go there with that mental image because, wow. I also see RLM 67376 is here. How you doing, sweetheart? And to round out the crew, the one, the only, the sock puppet. So hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. I hope you're having a WHACK-A-DOODLE Wednesday. I know mine has been whacked. And speaking of whacked, I saw this over on Facebook. How's the hemo? Actually, the hemo is RH negative, darling. Just saying. Yes. Oh, Cowboy sent me a video. Well, thank you, hon. I will, oh, Rascal. See, Rascal's given me. Oh, I'd watched that one, Cowboy, that one from Dr. John Bergman. Yeah, and that's why I started doing what I've been doing. And yes, I've been taking selenium, actually a multivitamin that's got extra selenium in it, and doing a few other oils that are supposed to be very good for thyroid function, like lemongrass and that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that I think things are working quite well, because the whole reason why I went to the doctor was gain 20 pounds for no apparent reason. And hey, I've actually lost that weight and kept it off without being on the thyroid med. So I'm thinking I fixed things. Okay, I see that, Mary B. Weather's starting to warm up finally. Yay! Oh, in the 80s by Saturday. Woohoo! How awesome is that? Just 2 bonus round. I'm so happy for you, Mary B. It's shorts weather, right? It's short weather for me. And this morning, as I was heading off to work, I was wearing jeans and closed-toed shoes and a short-sleeve shirt, but I got in the car and started driving into town, and they said, and the temperature is 36 degrees, and I thought, no, it don't feel that cold, and it really didn't, but it was. It was 36 degrees this morning, so, whoo! I'm thinking probably this weekend I'm going to have to pull the rest of my garden. Oh, how awesome, Meister Brown. No hangovers. That is cool. But out of smoke, that sucks. That sucks, darling. But I'm glad everything is going well for you, Meister Brown. And welcome, RLM 34573. I'm glad you could join us. Let's see. Oh, Meister Brow's going to score tomorrow. And then RLM 34573 just left. They were in, and now they're out. Holy shit. Excuse me. Wow. Seriously. Dust Bowl. And yeah, Monday, it was like frickin' Dust Bowl. You could just look outside of town from work and just see the dirt. And I think my car got sandblasted driving home. But in any case, okay, I got to get to this because, yeah, speaking of whacked and Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday, I saw this on Facebook and I thought, you have got to be shitting me. This is from the Baltimore Gazette. Clinton Perry awarded Nobel Peace Prize for Iran deal. Now, I'm really, really seriously hoping that this is a farcical thing. I really, really am. But apparently from Oslo, Norway, Hillary Clinton and John Kerry each have long histories in public service with many accomplishments to show. However, today's news out of Oslo, Norway reportedly adds Nobel laureates to the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize to their resumes. According to multiple sources, the two have been awarded the Nobel Medal for their part in negotiating the Iran deal. What Iran deal? What negotiating did they do? Seriously? I saw this and I thought, okay, this has got to be bullshit. And I didn't have time to vet it because I saw it just like 5 minutes prior to airtime. So I'm going to put this out there and let y'all do some checking for me. 2 inches. Well, yeah. He was going to give her 12 inches, but he had to do it 6 times. He gave it to her 6 times. Yeah, there you go. Oh, well. And, yeah, Mary B., 2 inches of rain out in Booneyville is a shitload of rain, too. We don't normally get, because we are the high desert. Oh, looky there. Brother Fudd is here. Hey there, Fudd. How you doing? Hope everything is absolutely awesome down in your neck of the woods. Did you guys get rain yesterday? Because I saw that you guys had the forecast for it. We didn't. We had clouds. No rain. Sucks. I want rain. to knock down the dirt, because it really is quite dirty, quite icky. Okay, I'm going to put this BS-y thingy over here on that effing site as well, because, yeah. See if maybe somebody can do me the honors. Gussifer. Oh, really? Hi there, deplorable catty scat brat. Okay, what's the thing with the deplorable? I saw several people over on Facebook adding deplorable to their name. So is there like a thing going on? Because I really don't pay attention to an awful lot of shit. I really don't. I have enough trouble just keeping up with the links that I see people share, let alone, you know, unless I am truly, truly interested in something and start researching it. And then my kind of researching is I wind up being 20 miles off to the southeast of where I actually started out, because I tend to meander just a wee bit. So is there a deplorable thing? Because I actually have a friend over on Facebook that got a Facebook timeout because they used deplorable in their name and they could not prove that that was their real name. And Facebook didn't want people to be confused. They didn't want this individual's friends to not know for sure if that was really their friend, which Facebook, really, kiss my ass. They say it's for your safety. That's the story they always give. Have you noticed that? In any case, also over on Facebook, I swiped this from my niece Jeree simply because it's too frickin' funny. Other people say, gosh darn it, whereas me, God fucking fuck ass shit damn cockwuffles. Now, I just had to say that. And yeah, 24 minutes in, and there is my F-bomb for the evening. Okay, what is it you guys are saying? What? Oh, it's a stupid comment Shitlary made. Okay. Called the Trumpelstiltskins thingy. Okay, Kate, what was that, honey? I think I might have missed. What? Hillary called. Okay, everybody's telling me now. Thank you. Just an echo. Yoo-hoo! Oh, Chloe, you're so funny too. And they are. You know, I think everyone that blindly follows some vapid whatever politician there is, anyone that blindly follows any of them definitely has some kind of mental issues, I think. And explorable is a wannabe. Good job there, Vinny. Yep, Vinny is a wannabe. I am not gonna go there. Hey. Okay. Whatever. So, Kia Ora? What's Kia Ora? Is that kind of a car? Oh, Fudd says that he got about a ½ inch. Okay, cool. Well, you got more than what I did. Okay. Well, Kate, you can just plead the fifth. How does that sound? Does that work for you? Oh, well. I'm going to put this stupid Clinton Kerry nonsense. Really? It's not bad enough that the only options we're given is Trumpelstiltskin and Shitlary. But then you guys got to do this crap on top of it all. And you know what's funny is I'm sure this has become opposite day around the world. And so the Nobel Peace Prize people are saying, What the fuck? We already gave it to Dangleberry. It's not like we can make it any less worth or have any less value to it whatsoever since we gave it to him. So let's give it to these two. I mean, seriously, it doesn't go down anymore in my estimation because it was already at rock bottom when they gave it to Dangleberry. So there you go. Oh, it means howdy in the land of Kiwi. Well, thank you, Explorable. I don't know how you would know that, but unless maybe you just Googled it. Oh, Google shits. That's going to have to be my new go-to curse. Oh, Google shits. Kind of like cockwaffles. Or, oh, my Lanta. I heard that today, and I about peed myself. I was laughing so hard. So my parts guy was just standing over there, and he did something goofy, and he went, oh, my Lanta. I don't know why, but it made me giggle like a fiend. Okay. Let me get this shared. That's got to be. That, as Brother Choey would say, circling the drain. But I don't think we're circling the drain anymore. I think we're caught in that little elbow, you know, and right in front of us is a great big hairball that got hacked up by something. And we're down in the drain, and we're right before that elbow, right behind that hairball. That's where we're at right now. And we ain't circling no drain anymore. We've done past that. So, okay, let me see what's going on. Yes, my dear Catherine, I see that you're commenting. Ah, yay, yay, yay. What did you tag me in, sweetie? Oh. I'm checking my notifications. Hope you don't mind. Even if you do, I'm still doing it. So, okay, and Catherine had one other. I need to go see what the other one was. Oh. I think I shared a little video of some ferrets playing in a hose. You know, expansion hose kind of thing, and it's see-through expansion hose. And Catherine did kind of a freaky deaky freak out thing on it, which I think it's funny. My little sister does not like ferrets, but I thought they were extremely cute. Oh, Explorable is an explorer? Yeah, right, hun. Yeah. Explorable changing your name? Sweetheart, still being a wannabe, eh? Oh, goodness. Just too funny. Thank you, Mary B. Hi, Nelson. What you got to say, sweetheart? Oh. Oh, no doubt. Yes, I am hoping that those multiple sources are wrong. Okay. Latest headlines. Oh, and this was over on Freedom's Network. Clint C. shared it. It's from Truth and Knowledge, and it's got a boatload of headlines, basically, on it. But there was one here I was thinking had to do with, and maybe I just am having an issue with thinking, and I probably shouldn't do that today. There's a shitload of headlines. Don't know that Leonardo DiCaprio. Bia. Bernie Sanders to campaign for Shitlary. Yippee-yi-yay. As if that's a shocker as well. Don't you know? They are all the same. You know, Roseanne Barr said it years and years and years ago. They're all the same. They just put on a different mask for each one of us. Of course, she was referring to husbands, but, you know, it's the same principle. Actually, I don't think all husbands are just the same, but, you know, I hope to God not. In any case, I'm going to move away from that one for now because I also saw this, and when I did a little search on it, it looked like it originated in 2012, but this one was posted to the Maine Republic MailAlert.com on August 21st of this year. So, And its Supreme Court justice signs off on Obama's removal. Now, is this another wishful thinking kind of thing? Possibly. Is it another blow it out your backside or blowing smoke or bread and circus or whatever? Quite possibly. But it's on the internet, so therefore it must be true. Right? It really is too bad you guys can't hear my eyes rolling back in the back of my head, going all Linda Blair kind of thing, you know? Apparently Barack Hussein Obama, so damn insane, has been narrowly dodging impeachment ever since he first took office 7 years ago. Which impeachment, actually, people, is the process that you go through to remove someone who is legally elected to office. Just got to throw that in there. Take that wherever you wish to go with it. Now, however, it looks like his luck has finally run out. There's a bombshell of a rumor. Oh, I get to be a rumor monger. Woo! It's going around right now that Chief Justice John Roberts, you know, the one that was the deciding factor on dangleberry care. Because it's a tax, don't you know? Which it is. They're forcing you to purchase a product at highly inflated prices for less value, and if you don't purchase that product, then they tax your ass. They call it a penalty, but it's the same thing. Either way, highway robbery. But this was the same justice that was the deciding vote on that, so take that however you wish to as well. He's apparently signed off on on Interpol to have Dangleberry removed from office for multiple counts of treason. Oh. Rainbows and unicorn farts everywhere. The charges are, to include declaring war without consent of Congress, Second Amendment infringements, and abuse of the Posse Comitatus Act during the Bundy land dispute. Oh, just to name a few, but wait, there's more. When Obama was sworn into office, he took an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. However, according to leaked document, he's guilty of the following crimes, which I do also wish to point out. Take it however you wish. Do some research on it. He was sworn in, and then they had to do it again because he misstated the swearing in. So it had to be done later in private. So, just exactly how legal was that swearing in? Is he really the POTUS? Inquiring minds time. Nitpicking? Picking nits? If I knew what a nit was, I'd probably pick one. Do nits have wit? I've heard of nitwits. In any case. Article 1, Section 1. Used executive privilege in regards to Fast and Furious gun running scandal. When government misconduct is the concern, executive privilege is negated. Okay, one other thing, seeing as how I'm talking about executive privilege, executive orders or EOs, executive orders do not create law. How many people or how many times do I have to repeat this? Whether you believe in the Constitution or not, that is supposedly the base or basis for our government. So, if you wish to actually pay frickin' attention to the Constitution, executive orders do not create law. Executive orders are for stipulating how existing law is to be executed. The executive is supposed to figure out how things are done. The legislative is supposed to be doing the actual creating or writing of laws. The executive says how it is to be taken care of, how people are supposed to do this, designate authority kind of thing. It does not mean that he can go in there and with the swoosh of his little auto pen create all kinds of new laws. And I don't give a shit how many years they've been doing this stuff. Wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong. It was murder when Cain killed Abel. It's no less murder now. Murder is murder is murder is murder. And true, Grimmy, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. But then again, when you really want to take that point just a wee bit further, what difference does any of it make? Unless it comes right in your face, what difference does it make? Other than sitting here and bitching about it. I'm just curious, because I'm... Apparently he issued 23 executive orders on gun control, which is an infringement of the Second Amendment, which, yeah, shall not be infringed. Apparently, shall not be infringed is something that they just don't grasp that. But, what? Oh, nits or head lice? Thank you ever so much, Brother Fudd. Oh, anybody had crabs? I've had crab legs. Is that the same thing, Meister Brower? I know what you're talking about. Oh, in any case, yeah. I know it doesn't make a shitting bit of difference. You know, and why bother with an impeachment or any of that other fun stuff? If you wanted to do something, totally negate his presidency, which would nullify everything that he did. But then again, what good would that do as well? Because he is, after all, just the scapegoat, just the sacrificial lamb, just the face on the box of Cheerios or Wheaties or whatever. Oh, good God. Could you see him? Shall not wear fringe. No, fringe is tacky. Fringe is very gauche, Grim. Yeah. And it shall not, do not put fringe on your gun either, because it's not good. That is true, Demon Atrax. An occupied illegal government is no longer a legitimate government. They are not legitimate, so therefore, do you have to pay attention to anything they say? Well, there's lots of schools of thought on that. Oh, it looks like he also did executive orders bypassing Congress on immigration, which once again, EIEIEOs do not create law. That is not their purpose. Goes on to say the NDAA Section 1021, due process rights negated, which, you know, that's one of those things that Congress signs off on. But it's the National Defense Authorization Act. Why do you have to do that every fucking year? Does it have a sunshine clause at the end of it, which makes it to where you have to do that every year? If it does not have a sunshine clause, why are you doing that every year? You don't need to unless you're adding to it. And why? Why do you have so much BS, so much legalese, gobbledygook, therefore, wherefore, party of the first part, party of the second part, nonsense in those things? Is that so people will fall asleep reading it and not get all the way through it so that you can get anything through that you wish to do? Because you know those Congress people and those people in the Senate, they never read those 1,000-page bills. They don't read those things. They read the little synopsis. And what is in the synopsis? What they want you to know is in there. And no more. Yeah. Who writes that shit? That's what I want to know. Those are the people that I want to see have charges brought against them. The ass munches that write that shit. And then, you know, get them first. Get the sons of bitches that are writing all of this nonsense, and then go after the morons that supported it and put it up for a vote. Then go after the morons that voted yes on it. That I think is the way you need to go after these people. If you want to go after someone, go after the sons of bitches that are writing all this bullshit. Because the other ones are just blindly following along. And I can't tell you how many times I have been told by an ossifer of the law that ignorance of the law is no excuse. Well, you know what? Ignorance of what you're signing is no excuse. And if you're signing off on it, that makes you culpable. So, just saying. This goes on and on and on. Executive order, executive order, executive order. Signed into law the establishment of no free speech zones, which really, what part of the First Amendment where shall not be infringed? What part of that do they not understand? You cannot do that. And yet people go along with this shit. They see that it's written down on a piece of paper and they go, oh, well, it's on a piece of paper. That must mean it's for real and for true. No, it's just on a piece of paper. I can't tell you how many fiction books I have in my basement. And you know what? They're on paper. They're on paper. Yeah. Oh. Where are you going with that helicopter, Demon Atrax? What's that? You had never seen before a red-headed stranger? Ah, what's that? I gotta see this. What is this cow? Oh, my. Okay, I had to click on that and I was like, oh, my. Killing scores with demon swords. Woo! You're supposed to be killing hordes. Or whatever. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to put this over on Freedom's Network as well. Yeah. All of this non-constitutional stuff, unconstitutional stuff, whatever. I mean, if we're going to be playing by the rules in the Constitution, then by God, make them stick to it. And if they don't stick to it, then tell them, excuse me? That violates this part right here. And no, I don't need to go to a bunch of old guys in black bathrobes and ask them, because I can read and I can reason myself. And this right here, no, that violates so many things over in this old worn out piece of paper that, yeah. Oh, hey. Demon Atrax, are you going to do what Les Nessman did at WKRP? I really thought turkeys could fly. Oh, how funny. Okay. What? Oh, you guys are just nuts. You're being silly over here. Which is half the fun. Okay, let me... Oh, these little emoticon thingies are so much easier for me to share these links. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Hick, burp, cha-cha-cha. I'm going to have to go to my pocket, too, because I've been throwing all kinds of stash in my pocket. And not the fun kind of stash, just brain food kind of stash. That may not necessarily be brain food, but, you know, what the hell. Okay. I'm going to go to this one because I don't think I went to it the other day, but, you know, seeing as how I was an overachiever, I don't think I did. Let me think here. Nope, I didn't, because the 30th was, yeah. This is from bigthink.com. And, okay, I know I didn't go to it because I wanted to and I didn't make it to it. Why do we love to swear so goddamn much? Well, because people go, And I kind of like seeing that look on people's faces from time to time, you know? And sometimes you just flat ass need that as an emphasis because people can't see quotation marks, they can't see exclamation points. But by God, they can definitely know you're pissed when you say fucker. Okay. Whether you use bad language or not, it's clear that this is a family of words with unique power. It's not completely clear why. We're not talking about slurs, foul language intended to denigrate someone, excuse me, or a group of people. We know where that power comes from. It comes from hate. And why it's potent. It hurts people. The profanity we're talking about is defined by Google thusly. Thusly. That's a very fun kind of thusly. It makes you feel very up the nose kind of thing. Profanity, which is blasphemous or obscene language, or an outburst of profanity. Synonyms are oath, swear word, expletive, curse, obscenity, four-letter word, dirty word, blasphemy, swearing, foul language, bad language, cursing, informal cuss word, formal imprecation, archaic execration. Oh yeah? He hissed a profanity. Ooh. He hissed one. Wow. I would think that would take kind of some of the fun out of it. So, we know that there's no such thing as a truly bad word. There's no real world phrase to make someone drop dead like Harry Potter's Avada Kedavra, or however you say that. And if it does work, oopsie, my bad. So, what's so bad about profanity? Well, nothing really. It's just that these words that are what makes some people uncomfortable. And so, they should only be used with care. Yes, you should really use them caringly and feelingly when you use curse words. And an awareness of one's audience also should be taken into consideration. But boy, do they pack a punch. It could be argued that only its overuse has the ability to strip away profanity's shock value. A comedian whose every other word is a swear risks diluting its impact. And many feel that curses are simply a path of least resistance for vocabulary. Challenged people try to make a point. Well, I'm challenged. Is that what are you implying something there? Apparently, author Michael Adams in his book In Praise of Profanity asserts that naughty language is a good thing, not least because it brings people together. He says, bad words are unexpectedly useful in fostering human relations because they carry risk. We like to get away with things, and sometimes we do so with like-minded people. Alrighty then. Is that kind of like, when you get an unknown or a private number that calls you and you answer the phone really muffled and you go, okay, it's done, but there's blood everywhere, and then hang up real quick? Is that kind of... Oh, maybe not. Okay. Adams believes that dirty words, forbidden nature, is why it's so electric. It's a thrill of the taboo. To him, this account of profanity's importance in writing, whether that's literature like Catcher in the Rye, TV or film like The Sopranos or Pulp Fiction, music, choose your favorite potty mouth artist or lots of rap, or even a successful children's book like Go the Fuck to Sleep, which that really is a fun book. And you can go to YouTube and just type in the search, "go the fuck to sleep," and you can have all kinds of different Hollywood people reading that bedtime story. I'm afraid I would probably giggle myself to sleep if someone read that to me, but still. It's this off-limits nature that imbues it with the element of surprise to make a joke funnier, or an angry statement more powerful. It is an emphasis. Linguist Benjamin Bergen of the Cognitive Science Department of UC San Diego has a new book called What the F? What Swearing Reveals About Our Language, Our Brains, and Ourselves, that makes a case there's something neurological behind the power and pleasures of profanity. He presents evidence that swear words come from and please a very particular region of the brain separate from the areas that govern normal speech. So see, you've got the normal speech zone and you've got the profanity zone. And I think my profanity zone is taking over my normal speech zone. And I'm thinking I'm letting it. Damage to those two regions in the brain's left hemisphere, or Broca's area, which produces words, and Wernicke's area, which is your built-in user dictionary, have been seen to result in aphasics who can't talk normally anymore, but they sure can spontaneously swear. Oh, is that kind of like Tourette's? Is that where Tourette's comes from? Like you might after smashing your finger with a hammer. I try not to smash my finger with a hammer, but when I do, you can bet your sweet bippy that the air around me turns blue. Bergen is particularly fond of a priest who suffered a stroke in 1843 that left him with a vocabulary only a sailor could love. That would have been funny to go to those. From the pulpit. Wow. Boy, what? Do you remember the... Yeah, I do. So where are all these choice expressions coming from? They're coming from the ether. God wants you to swear. If he did not want you to swear, those swear words wouldn't be real. It is a free will zone, after all. It appears now that it comes from the right hemisphere of the brain. Oh, sure, somebody's got to get all scientific here. In the basal ganglia. This insight comes from the case of a different priest who lost his ability to swear. Oh, that would totally shazbot. So what's with priests and swearing? I could think of all kinds of things. When his basal ganglia was damaged, well, what's especially interesting about this finding is that this is an ancient, primitive area of the brain that has to do with emotional response, as well as motor control. Sufferers of Tourette's syndrome, that involves involuntary shouted profanities, also have damaged basal ganglia. This hardwiring of profanity to the brain's emotional center is fascinating. Maybe the taboo thrill of profanity is just icing on the cake. Maybe profanity is just the language of our emotions. Booyah! Okay, see, I can just tell people, I'm just being emotional. You know, it's like back in the day when women had gas, they would fan themselves and say, "Excuse me, I had the vapors," which they weren't really lying because they were rather vaporous. It's just they would excuse themselves so they could go into the other room and poot like a lady. Most people who enjoy words and value an expansive vocabulary have an appreciation for well-used profanity. And Bergen's book-length love letter to profanity isn't all science. In it, you can learn, among other things, that the first words out of all Samoan babies' mouths are apparently "eat shit." Wow, is that like an instinctive thing? Cool. And that the Japanese don't have any swear words at all. forcing their Tourette's sufferers to shout childhood words like genitalia. Ah. Wow, that is weird. So, whether it's culture or biology, profanity is here to stay. To which one can only respond, of course, fuck yeah! Thank you, Big Think. See, it took someone with a big thinker to come up with that. Okay. What are you talking about? Santorum? Oh my God. Is that Rick Santorum? He's frothy. Ew, that is just so wrong. Damn, y'all are sick. Okay. Later, Vinny. I see you're out of here. Okay. Hooty doody wuddy? Okay. You guys are just nuts. Wow. One man is the fastest in water and the other on land. Both smoke weed to relax and have... Wow! Cool beans! How awesome is that? And yeah, it's a plant. Okay. Let me put this over here on the effing site as well, because it's just too funny. See? I can say that I'm exercising another region of my brain. You don't want it to atrophy, do you? I know I don't. I would like to keep that part of my brain in tip-top condition just in case I need it. Like on radio nights. Okay, I got notifications over here. Let me check this shit out. Hi, Bubs. How you doing, sweetheart? And hello, Michael. I see you as well. Yes. Dang, that first hour really flew by. How funny. Everyone is attacking Donald Trump. Do you still support him? Oh, good Lord. I don't support either one of them. Although they're crawling over my back, but, you know, I don't support either one of them. Okay. Back to my pocket I go. Okay, where are you eating at? Why did you leave me here all alone? Nice balls. Oh yeah. Thank you again, IB Don C, for the dangle balls. I did show those to the gals that I bowl with, and I also showed them to my coworkers, and the gals that I bowl with all busted out laughing. One of them actually spit her drink, which was not cool. And every one of the guys that I work with that saw them cringed, which was what I thought would happen. So, there you go. Okay. Seeing as how I'm on the old language thing, let's go to this one. After I have a drink of water. Okay. This is from naturalnews.com. Politically correct language control is a danger to society and has led to genocide of millions, which really? No. Yeah. One of the key principles of our nation is founded upon the concept of free speech. But increasingly, free speech is being abandoned in favor of politically correct speech. Or the inclusiveness speech Nazis that are out there, which, yes, how wonderful. KU. I saw that link earlier today as well. That's a video, or I would address that as well, which I may anyway, but All of these people out there that, are so very impressed, so very enamored with their specialhood. I'm not going to say specialness because I know an awful lot of people that have specialness and they truly are special. This is a special hood kind of thing because it's a special that can only come from the hood. And I'm not talking about any kind of racial or any of that shit. It's just, those people that wish to get down and get grungy and get dirty and get in your face and tell you how you must because they are special. I don't think so. Okay. And the end result may prove to be more disastrous than many people imagine, which, yes, I think it is. It is most definitely censorship. Political correctness is not a new concept. In fact, the clever use of language control tactics was one of the main methods employed by the Nazis that allowed them to take control of Germany prior to World War II, ultimately leading to the deaths of millions of innocent people. Kind of like any war always leads to the death of millions of innocent people. But, that's just considered collateral damage. Why? Because we are collateral. And somebody damaged us. That's what it is. As George Orwell, author of the dystopian novel 1984, fully understood when he coined the term doublespeak shortly after the end of World War II, the use of language control is a fundamental strategy for the establishment of a totalitarian society. And I don't get that whole totalitarian thing because, these people, they go around and they say, you must be inclusive, therefore you must listen to what I have to say, and no, your opinion doesn't matter. What part of inclusive do they not understand? That's my thing. Natural News founder and editor Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, has just released a new documentary exploring the use of PC language control by the Nazis to establish the Third Reich, a regime that plunged the world into war and caused the extermination of more than 6 million people. That number has been highly debated. I'm not going to get into that right now, though. Adams makes a compelling case in comparing the current state of affairs in the United States, where politically correct language control is increasingly being used to create division and establish control, which is what it's all about. What any of that stuff is all about. It is someone else controlling you, pulling your strings, jerking your chain, however you want to say that. The title of Adams' documentary is PC Language Control and the Rise of the Third Reich, and he urges everyone to view it while we still have a chance to reverse America's dangerous drift towards becoming a violent, tyrannical state, not unlike the one established by the Nazis more than half a century ago. In the video, he identifies the parallels between today's progressive movement and the weaponization of language to that of the ascendancy of the Nazi regime, which language has always been used as a weapon. I'm going to put that forth. If you wish to prove me wrong, go ahead and prove it. But my personal opinion, since language was invented, someone has used it as a weapon. And what I mean by that is someone has taken that language and twisted it, spun it, warped it, morphed it to make it sound like you're saying one thing when you're actually meaning something else, and what you're meaning is something that is harmful to others, which is a weapon. One of the myths debunked by Adams in the beginning of the video is that of the Nazis being portrayed as the extreme right-wing movement, when in fact the term Nazi actually means National Socialism. He wrote in a related article that it was actually an extreme rendition of corporate government fascism, a powerful centralized socialist government, and the kind of strict demands for cultural obedience that we frequently see from the extreme left. And as far as I'm concerned, whether you're on the extreme right or the extreme left, you are totally unbalanced. Totally. You're going to tip your ass over, and unfortunately, you're going to take an awful lot of other people with you. Some of the big issues that characterized the Nazi government were gun control, forced euthanasia, and expansion of entitlement handouts, and the invocation of science as the justification behind genocide. And there's always someone out there saying, oh, we just can't because of science, and so therefore you must die. They never volunteer. They never get in line. They never put any of their children in line, or their grandchildren, or their spouse, or their siblings. None of those people go in line because they must stay. But you are just taking up good oxygen and space. So you need to be euthanized. All of these themes are at play in today's American society. And Adams warns in terms of cultural obedience. We can see the same mentality being expressed in the actions of so-called social warriors who create division, encourage violence against groups that don't fit the narrative, and who are essentially bigots and racists themselves. Which I've gotta say this. These people in the Black Lives Matters movement. Now, I don't know if this is everyone in that movement or if it's just the morons on YouTube. But when y'all go out there espousing that it's only black lives that matter, is that not a racist comment? When you have the National Negro College Fund, is that not a racist organization? Only Negroes are allowed? The Black Caucus, is that not racist? You may say that, oh, well, we need to because of. No, there is no justification. Either you take race completely out of the equation, and that way nobody can be racist, or every time you have your little club that is only certain people of a certain tint of skin, and everybody else has their little clubs that is just people with a certain tint of skin, or color of hair, or color of eyes, or whatever physical attribute you wish to use. It's all divisiveness. Throw it all out. It's a bunch of shit. People need to start focusing on what we have in common, which, number one, we're humans. Whether you wish to take that term, as a slam or as the scientific distinction or whatever. And yeah, Chloe, there's always somebody else out there that has this agenda, and they find useful idiots to go out there and put it forth. I know, Grammy. And see, black lives didn't matter to certain individuals, but why do you have to have that? Why do you have to have the color distinction in there at all? That's what I want to know. What the hell is wrong with saying lives matter? That's what I want to know. I want to know why people have this problem with disrespecting just certain persuasions, whether they be a certain gender or whether they be a certain skin pigmentation or what have you. Disrespecting someone without knowing them simply because of a physical trait that they had no choice in, they were born with, to me is stupid. That is one of the very few really, truly, honestly and truly stupid things in this world. Disliking, disrespecting, whatever, someone simply because of an immutable trait. It's just dumb. And yes, Beth A., if they truly thought that Black Lives mattered, they would do something about the black on black crime. So, it's just, to me, it's very, very frustrating. Every time they do this shit, it's very, just like the feminist crap. I saw something earlier about had to stamp out toxic masculinity. Really? As if there's no toxic femininity. Have you never, ever, ever been around someone on PMS? Excuse me. I know I could be quite toxic when I was having one of those moods. Every single human being has the toxic trait in them. So instead of focusing on the toxic traits, why don't you, if you wish to focus on a toxic trait, focus on trying to reduce it so that it is not so toxic that it kills you as well as the others around you, and start focusing on the other traits that are not so bad. Start working on things that we have in common. Like, we all breathe air. Oh, hey, there's a nifty little commonality. Oh, and we all drink water. Ooh, another thing we have in common. Start looking for those commonalities instead of the differences, because you probably find we have an awful lot more in common than is different. Okay. Don't blame you for institutional racism. Yeah, I understand that, Meisterbrow. And please do not blame me for someone else that was a slave owner, because I don't think anywhere in our family tree there was a slave owner. I really don't. I could be wrong. Hell, from what I understand, we're freaking Heinz 57s. We got a little bit of everything genetically. Just about. I would like to do one of those little DNA tests just to see. But, yeah. I don't think anybody alive today should be blamed for what happened 150 years ago. Period. And I don't think anybody that's alive today should be using what happened 150 years ago as an excuse for their situation today. So, Soros thinks he's God. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that, because I'm going to have to go there next. How about I will let you guys finish reading this one, because I will have to go to the whole Soros God thing. Yeah. Which, if you really want to go to the existential way of thinking, we all are gods. Because we're all, existentially, we are all little bitty atoms, parts of the collective consciousness that is God. So, if you want to look at it like that, yeah. It's just that he has a complex that goes along with his God thing. Not so many people have that God complex. And even fewer still have a God complex and lots of mula, which is fake shit as well. And even fewer have people that will do their bidding from their egomaniacal God complex nonsense. Yeah, anytime somebody tells me, oh, that's just not very politically not very politically correct, it's like, oh, really? Let's just see how incorrect I can be. Don't push it, hon. 'cause I can be very incorrect. Okay. Let me find Soros. I think, yep, there it is. It's from The Independent. And it's an old article. Like from 93. Yeah. June 2nd of 1993. The billionaire who built on chaos. Yep. And considers himself some kind of god. Well, you know, there's all kinds of gods. And not all of them are pleasant. George Soros bills himself without a hint of self-mockery as a financial and philosophical speculator. The grandiose label is a fitting choice for a man who, as a child, fantasized about being God, and as an adult can tell reporters with a straight face, it is a sort of dis-ease when you consider yourself some kind of God, the creator of everything. But I feel comfortable about it now, since I began to live it out. Doesn't that just give you a warm and fuzzy feeling? The financial markets deified Mr. Soros some time ago, but it was only with Black Wednesday when he coolly executed dollars 10 billion punt against sterling, helped to bring about one of the most spectacular reversals of economic policy forced on any British government, that he began to be widely regarded as a financial superman. You know, it's really not hard to back up and punt when you know what's going to be going on beforehand. You know, when you set the wheels in motion or you are privy to information prior to something happening, it's a hell of a lot easier to come up with a game plan to benefit from that than those that are caught with their pants down. Apparently, since then, there has been his celebrated plunge into gold, spending $400 million on a stake in Newmont Mining and triggering an enthusiasm for the metal not seen for several years. This new high profile means that his investments in the house builder Berkeley Group earlier this year and the British Land yesterday, which once again this was 1993, are seen as more significant than previous positions in UK quoted companies such as TV-M, LIG, and MGM. So, this guy's been at it for a while. He's had an awful lot of practice at it. Actually, it goes on to say that he was born in Budapest in 1930, the younger son of a Jewish lawyer. He often attributes his success as a trader to the inflated sense of self given to him by a devoted father and doting mother. Escaping to London after the war, age 17, he took a series of odd jobs, eventually enrolling as a student of philosophy at the London School of Economics. So, see, there you go. You combine economics and philosophy, and that is one hell of a dangerous combination if one tends to go towards the dark side. There, his intellectual tendencies warmed to the teachings of Karl Popper on the importance of the open society, which open society, I don't have a problem with an open society as in, you know, everything is out in the open. That kind of open society, I know that's not what they're talking about here, but an open society where it's all out there on the table. You know, you don't have any backroom deals. You don't have any bullshit going on. It's just right there for the whole world to see. Unfortunately, that's not what they mean. By the age of 24, he was working in the city, and a couple of years later, he moved to New York. He only began to find his feet 6 years later with a job in an investment house, and that led to the foundation of 2 offshore funds for AB and or for A and SB, which in due course metamorphed into the Soros Fund. He's been at this a while. He knows how to manipulate markets, and he's done the psychology stuff, so he knows how to manipulate people. And you know what? We've all fallen for it. All of them. Oh, thank you, Demon Atrax. Yes, I do need to. Did I put that in my? Yes, I do. I have that in my pocket. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Where's that at now? I know because I shared it over on Fakey Book because there was someone else that shared that link. And so I shared it to them to let them know that, yeah, not real. There it is. Thanks for the reminder, Atrax. Let's put this over here. Dang, time flies when you're having fun. Or when I'm feeling particularly bitchy. It's just been a frickin' whack day, you know? Let's see. Where do I... Oh. How about I just do this one? Because that's pretty much where he's steering us. Right off a cliff. And he's going to jump out of the car just before it goes off the edge. So, the other day I read an article about some ballots that were supposedly for the general election that were all for Shitlary, whatever. Well, Atrax found this. Bless your heart. Thank you very much, dear. On whatreallyhappened.com. It's from Franklin County, where government works the Board of Elections for immediate release October the 1st, 2016. Late Friday afternoon, officials at the Franklin County Board of Elections were made aware of an article that was making the rounds on the internet. The article, published on the Christian Times newspaper website, states that election officials in Franklin County, Ohio, are reportedly stumped over what one maintenance worker found in a dilapidated downtown Columbus warehouse. According to an unnamed source in the article, a maintenance worker inspected a dilapidated warehouse, allegedly found 12 sealed ballot boxes filled with thousands of votes for the upcoming November 8th, 2016 general election. The article asserts that the likely goal was to slip the fake ballot boxes in with the real ballot boxes when they went to official election judges on November 8th. The story included a photo that purports to be the maintenance worker with the fake ballot boxes. Franklin County Board of Elections immediately began a preliminary investigation to get to the bottom of this and push back on the validity of this article that appears to be absolutely fake. The investigation led to the discovery that the photo in the Christian Time newspaper article was a photo lifted from a November 2015 online article from the Birmingham Post, Birmingham, England. The photo in the Christian Times newspaper article is altered only slightly from the photo in the Birmingham Post. Absentee voting in Ohio and Franklin County does not begin until Wednesday, October the 12th. The only ballots that have been printed and mailed are for military and citizens living outside the United States. Not one single ballot has been mailed to anyone in Franklin County, Ohio. or a registered Franklin County resident that has requested a ballot be mailed to another address within the United States. Claims falsely challenging the integrity of the Elections Administration are taken seriously, as public confidence in the electoral process is important. Yes, you must be confident that the process works, which, quite frankly, it works exactly as it was intended to. The Franklin County Board of Elections has numerous ballot and election security measures in place. The computer system used to create the ballot and tabulate results is not connected to an outside network and thus is not vulnerable to outside intrusion. But I think we have all seen the videos that were done a few years back, actually, where a chip in the machine itself, it does not have to be outside intrusion, a chip in the machine itself can convert votes. I think we've all, or a lot of us, have seen the testimony before a Senate subcommittee hearing back in the late 70s, early 80s. I'm not exactly sure date-wise on that, where a programmer, I believe it was like 80s, but a programmer stated that yes, it would be easy to do that, to write the program to where you could manipulate the votes. I personally do not trust the electronic tabulation system or the electronic voting system. Goes on to say each ballot storage vault is maintained under a double lock, requiring a Democrat and Republican to simultaneously unlock. A double lock system is used to secure the vote center and must be unlocked by a Democrat and Republican simultaneously. Both parties are required to sign a chain of custody for all mailed ballots delivered to or picked up from the UPS. Access to sensitive ballot storage areas are secured by keys that are maintained in storage containers requiring palm scan access. Votes are recorded in 3 ways. 1, in a hard drive within the voting machine. 2, on the removable voting machine data card. And 3, on a paper tape inside the voting machine. Each one of those is connected to that machine. My tinfoil hat is itching. When the vote is counted, it's done in a public setting, which can be observed by both parties. Note they said can be, doesn't say must be. Can be observed by both parties, any campaign, the media, and the public. The Franklin County Board of Elections mission statement is that our mission here at the Franklin County Board of Elections is to provide election services, information, and education to the residents of Franklin County so that they can exercise their right to vote and have confidence that the elections are fair, impartial, and accurate. Now, maybe I just read through this too fast, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't say anything about in here about possible fraudulent or fake ballots that could be produced beforehand. All it stipulates is what they tend to. It does not say anything about ballots that could be fabricated elsewhere. I mean, everybody knows what the ballots look like. It's not that difficult to forge something if you know what it looks like. Even I can create a pretty decent looking fake document. If I was given the parameters of that document, I probably could come pretty damn close. And I'm a tard. So, you got someone that's good at this shit? I get that they are putting out there that this is a bullshit article and that we, as the Board of Elections, this is the steps that we go through, this is the process that we go through. But my little tinfoil hat gets a little itchy because I think, we have seen so much fraudulent stuff going on anymore. You don't even know anymore. You can't even trust the fraudulent shit anymore. That's what's really sad. It's like, is it really a fraud, or is this just someone's portraying it to be a fraud just to stir shit? So basically, I have zero confidence in the electoral process. Zero. And I'm sure there's an awful lot of other people out there like me that don't have any at all. So, okay, what are you guys talking about? Hair lip, who's a hair lip? And you know what? It wasn't just that Christian site that had that as well. There were several other sites that had that link. So that's how shit spreads. It's like viruses. It really is. But although I get that they are saying that this is bogus, how do we know that it hasn't happened? It's kind of hard to prove a negative, ain't it? And it's even worse. I know, Demon Atrax, ain't it crazy? Me saying elections are a sham. They're selections. We are given a choice between dumb and dumber. And we get to go play along, so long as we color inside the lines of that little circle. Or we punch the appropriate button. Or maybe we punch out Chad, or just leave Chad hanging. I still do not know what Chad did to deserve being punched or left hanging, but that's beside the point. I don't have any faith in the elections at all anymore. I really don't. Seen too much BS. Just enough to make, it's kind of like if I was on jury duty, and it's supposed to be beyond a reasonable doubt. That's the only way you're supposed to convict someone. They are supposed to be innocent until proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Well, you know what? I have some reasonable and possibly some unreasonable doubt about any of our election processes anymore. I just don't trust them. They have not proven themselves to be trustworthy. So, once again, thank you for that link, Atrax. I did share it on Facebook as well, so those that I shared it with over there. Or actually, I don't think I shared the original link over there, but a friend of mine did, and so I shared it on his link. So, okay. Check out Facebook while I'm here. Now, yes, I have a notification on that effing site. Hey there, Estrella. How are you doing this evening, sweetheart? I hope you're having an absolutely awesome WHACK-A-DOODLE Wednesday. I'm feeling somewhat parched. Who is that? Oh, hi, Michael. I see you. And TD Sanders is here as well. Hey there, TD. How are you doing this evening, sweetie? I absolutely love all the images you share. Some of those make me scratch my head, and some of those just make me flat out guffaw. But I always see them first thing in the morning, and it's like, oh, you brighten my day. Oh, and David Standing Oak over on Facebook just shared a hurricane tip. Don't forget that your washer can be converted into a beer cooler. You're welcome. Cool. I did not know you could do that. That's cool. Although I don't have any beer that I would need to keep cool, but, you know, there you go. I don't think I really have to worry about hurricanes out here in the middle of the boonies. What's that, hun? Yeah. Evil and eviler. Yeah, I know. Isn't that just weird? You know, people expect you to pick the lesser of two evils. How can something be, if it's evil, how can it be less evil? It's still evil. There is no such thing as evil and evil light. It's just evil. So if you're choosing between two evils, why choose? Why I choose not to choose either evil. That's my choice. Okay. I'm going to go back to my pocket because I know I have some other shit in here that oh yeah. I had shared something the other day which I got from a friend. I think it's Friends of Palestine or something like that over on Facebook. Not, I probably got it wrong, but I shared a link yesterday, I believe, or the day before, about some ships that were trying to head to the Gaza Strip, to Palestine. And the Israeli Navy said that they would block them from doing so. And it's like, really? Why? What are you afraid of? Why can they not land in Palestine? I don't get it. Well, I think, Grammy, was this you that shared this earlier today? I think you did. It's from ynetnews.com. The Israeli Navy, or IsraHELL Navy takes control of Zaytuna Olivia Flotilla. Apparently, after repeated offers to dock at the port of Ashdod were rejected by activists, Israel's Navy boarded the flotilla 35 miles off the Israeli coast. Now, is 35 miles out, is that in international waters? I don't know much about this stuff, so if that's in international waters and they boarded it, was that like a pirate action, as in a pirate, not fun pirate, the kind of pirates that go, "Arr, me hearty," and drink rum, and are these the kind of pirates that make you walk the plank kind of pirates? That's not cool. Oh, thanks, Grim. Oh, you did the rocket dildo. Okay. Okay. That was a good one, too. And if I have time, I'll get to that one as well. Apparently, the Israeli Navy took control over this flotilla Wednesday, which set sail from Barcelona in an attempt to breach the Israeli naval blockade of the Gaza Strip. Which, why are they having a blockade? What are you doing? Are you trying to make is this a squeeze play kind of thing? This is bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, you guys have become the monsters that you said were tormenting and killing you. You have become the very vile creature that you said was trying to exterminate you. At least my opinion, that's what I'm seeing here. Commenting on how the incident unfolded, the IDF official said that the flotilla was stopped without resistance, 35 miles from the Israeli coast. There were 13 women aboard, and the boat was on its way to Ashdod and will arrive within an hour. So it's on its way to where they refused to dock. The IDF spokesperson's unit also released a statement on the matter. In accordance with the decisions of the political leadership and after calls to the Zaytuna flotilla by the Navy to stop, which was rejected, sailors from the Navy took control of the boat before it arrived at the Gaza Strip. I'm thinking they were pirates and they took over the ship. And if they have weapons and the other ship has none, it would be rather stupid for... How are they going to stop an armed naval blockade from boarding them? Flying the bird does not stop bullets. Just saying. The process of taking control was short and resulted in no injuries. Does that make you feel warm and fuzzy? It doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy. The response was implemented after many calls to the sailors aboard the flotilla at various distances in the sea. After the sailors indicated that after the sailors indicated that they had no intention to cooperate and to accept the offer to sail to Ashdod, the decision was taken to take control and to prevent it from breaching the legal naval blockade and to divert it to Ashdod port. Legal. There's that word again. The boat was sponsored by the Freedom Flotilla Coalition, a group of pro-Palestinian groups based mostly in Europe. The Dutch-flagged boat was carrying 13 female activists from different countries headed by Mareed Maguire. I'm sure I've totally butchered that. Who is an Irish Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Which, okay, beginning of the show, that doesn't carry a whole hell of a lot of weight anymore. A retired U.S. colonel and former South African Olympic athlete were also on board, along with women from the United Kingdom, Sweden, Russia, and Malaysia. So, you cannot go to Gaza, you cannot go to Palestine because we don't want you going there because we don't want you seeing what we're doing. That's the way I interpret that. Okay, cat, get off of my leash. Ugh. Oh, thanks, Grammy, for that update. Hurricane Matthew is now down to 115 miles per hour. So, still being a blowhard. In other words, it's a politician. Yay. Oh, they say oi instead of I. Okay, thanks, Grim. Thanks for that clarification. I didn't know that. Okay. Let me put this over here on the effing site as well. I still call bullshit on it. And I don't know, did someone answer my... Is 35 miles out international water? Did someone answer that and I just didn't catch it? Okay. I don't see it. Okay. What? Twitter says international water. Thank you, Kate. Okay. So, if they're in international water, then they have... What the hell are they doing? That, to me, that is... They're a pirate ship. Or, if you hold your tongue and say that, a pile of shit. Which was one of those fun little things that we did when we were a kid. Say, I was born on a pirate ship, holding your tongue. Yeah, do that. I was born on a pile of shit. There you go. See? Pirate ship, pile of shit. Either way, pretty descriptive of what was going on. Once again, my opinion. And, well, seeing as how this is my show and it's my opinion that's being expressed, there you go. If you have a problem with it, you know how to turn it off. So, okay, I got notifications out the kazoobies here. Yes, my dear Estrella, I see you made comments. Ah, there you go, sweetie. Yeah, Estrella is sharing all kinds of things. Yeah. Student punished for saying all lives matter. Yeah, because we must be divisive, don't you know? We've got to say only a certain color. of life matters. Really? I think green lives matter. And I also think blue lives matter, and so do purple ones. Of course, I'm talking about vegetables and fruits, but I also know of quite a few bipeds that could be classified as a vegetable or a fruit. So, there you go. No, I need to go. Where's my pocket? Yeah, because I need to go to Grammy's little article about the... There it is. Blue origin. This is from the Mad Stone, or the Mad Stone is Maddie Stone. Okay. Over on Gizmodo. Watch Blue Origin probably destroy a rocket today. There you go. And yes, Grim, it does look like a rocket-boosted dildo. In the early days of commercial spaceflight, rockets die in spectacular accidents, but also sometimes on purpose. This morning, you can watch Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket go into a fiery blaze of glory somewhere in the Texas desert, so that future space tourists don't meet the same fate. I'm wondering, do space tourists wear spacesuits that are Hawaiian print? Because it doesn't make any difference where the tourist is at. They're always wearing that Hawaiian print shirt. Is that in like the tourist handbook and I just haven't gotten to that chapter yet? I'm just curious. Okay, it goes on to say at least that is probably how things will go down on the rocket's fifth flight, on an air test of the rocket abort system that will separate the crew capsule from the New Shepard rocket booster at an altitude of 16,000 feet. That's really, really high up for those of you that don't do math. The system is designed to propel humans to safety should anything go wrong with the blazing tube of fire they're strapped to on the trip into orbit. In such an emergency, the capsule detaches from the booster, its engine fires for 2 seconds, and parachutes deploy, and frightened human cargo floats safely back to Earth, each one of them carrying an extra load in their underwear. So, something that really wasn't intended to detach from inside, but, well, it just it happens. Just saying. So, I will share this over here as well. Okay, what's that? Hey, lady. What? Holy crap, Meisterbrower. Space Bermuda shorts. Wow, that's cool. Holy crap, Meisterbrower. You know what? I would tell that hospital just exactly what they could do with that bill. That's what I would do. Okay. How about, I have a little bit of time left. Let's go over and check out the pig real quick. And, come on. Oh, you watched it this morning, Wano? It blowed up quite nicely. Oh, man. Well, you know, I'm not real keen on that whole idea of having a flaming tube blasting my ass up into space. I'm just not real crazy about having fire under my ass to start with, so, you know. Rocket chair is one thing because it's a metaphorical kind of thing, although there are occasions. But there's the pig. There's the pig. I'm going to go down and see what happened this date in history. What? Okay, in their quotable quotes, I got to do this. The university is not engaged in making ideas safe for students. It's engaged in making students safe for ideas. What? Thus, it permits the freest expression of views before students, trusting to their good sense in passing judgment on those views. Only in this way can it best serve American democracy. That's from Clark Kerr, the president of the University of California. I think that's not exactly what's going on, is what I'm thinking. Okay, down here on this date in history, October the 5th, 1970, 1 year after the BBC showcases the outrageous Brit humor by airing Monty Python's Flying Circus, Americans respond with a dose of Yank mirth called PBS. Oh, that's a Yankee wanky is what that is. This date in history, October the 5th, 1974, bored slacker named David Kunst finishes 14,450-mile walk around the world. And boy, are my feet tired. I wonder how many pairs of shoes he went through. Finally, this date in history, October the 5th, 1991, New Mexico's Gridiron Warriors never know what hit them when Fresno State ties an NCAA record with 49 points in one quarter on the way to a 94-14 rout. Wow, you don't call it a skunk at some point in there? You know, like at 50 points, it's considered a skunk? Holy shit. That would totally suck. Just saying. Okay. Maybe one more thing. Dang, that one went really fast. Oh, here you go. From analert.blogspot.in. This is from yesterday. Apparently, the Obama administration tells black parents their school choices are racist. The U.S. Department of Justice has resurrected the 1965 case to impose its will on a Mississippi school district, ignoring local efforts to integrate through school choice. Apparently, the Federalist reports that last May, Judge Deborah Brown ordered Cleveland's middle school and high schools to consolidate, in keeping with the 2011 U.S. Department of Justice motion to enforce the previously entered desegregation orders governing the district and compel the district's compliance with federal law. If it's such a good idea, why do people have to be compelled at gunpoint, even if it's just a metaphorical gun? If it's such a good idea, why must you compel people? This meant combining the mostly African-American East Side High with the racially mixed Cleveland High. Yet the demographics of Cleveland schools are due to parent choice, not forced integration, and occurred naturally. The government's intervention is heavy-handed and far removed from the reality of life in Cleveland. The DOJ has resurrected the 1965 case, Cowan versus Cleveland School District, to impose its faraway will on local schools, ignoring the district's efforts to integrate the education system since the 1960s through school choice instead of government force, which, as far as I'm concerned, is let the parents decide. That's the best way to have any kind of real integration. Once again, if it is forced upon you, it must not have been a really good idea to start with. Oh well. Y'all have been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair with your hostess with the mostest, and apparently this evening I have had several verbal faux pas. I will be back Friday for the Freak Friday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com Channel 3, also on the RLM.xyz site, and the RLM TuneIn station, and the RLM Internet radio station, and the RLM Spreaker channel. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me this evening. I truly do appreciate it. I hope you have an absolutely splendiferous rest of your Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. And I hope your Thursday ain't too bad either. You know, Thursday is shit day. Sure happy it's Thursday, because the next day is Friday. And Friday, by the way, is Poets' Day. Piss off everything. Tomorrow's Saturday. So that's why nothing gets done in those factories, manufacturing places on Fridays, because they're pissing off everything because the next day's Saturday. So I guess I am going to head out just a skosh early, and I will see you again on Friday. Be sure to check in Friday at noon on RLM. That's noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, for Vinny and a little bit of feedback.